Shalom, first and foremost, like to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach this truth and sincerity. And a shout out to Yakim that's out there on four corners of the earth proclaim this truth. Rock of the Yahweh, Rock of the Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, Rock of them. So, out here prophesying the downfall of our enemy, Esau, Edom, and pretty much you could say the downfall of these bootleg camps. IUIC has been recently exposed for the fact that they murdered somebody, pretty much, and that's another thing though, is that, we don't allow females into our camps, no, our wives have a place, but it is at home, and, when we're, doing lessons, via upstairs or in another room and all that, she is to, get meals prepared, and pretty much show her support in that way. But, women don't teach, but they do back things up. Now, they might share a vision or a dream or whatever, but, everything has its place. We have a balance here at Great Millstone, and those that are joined unto us, such as Men of Valor, which I consider Men of Valor just pretty much another Great Millstone camp in the essence that, they're joined unto, they teach the same doctrine pretty much, just happens to call it something else, because, even Apostle Tar said that not all the elect are in Great Millstone, but, Great Millstone has 100% truth, and so that's what we're out here to proclaim is this truth. And this truth is destroying all the narratives, especially the narrative that we're the black Hebrew Israelites, when you have many like me that are confusion of faces. And then you have, you have Latinos and Native Americans who are also teaching, but they still want to try to throw that black Hebrew, in front of it. But we're not talking about it all. Black rights matter, all that kind of stuff. We're not spewing off that rhetoric that Esau wants you to believe. No, but we're exposing Esau, Edom. We're exposing the red Hebrew Edomites as to who they are. And well, there's another thing going on, it's not really another thing, but I mean, it's showing itself as, you have even more retailer apocalypse going on, as last year had started out with many store closings. The Passover hasn't even started yet. Okay, that's in a couple weeks, I just found out. But Passover hasn't even started yet. We've had a blood moon, as well as other things befalling Babylon the Great. This is the first time it's actually been sun out. You get the sun creeping out a little bit here and there, but man, it's been some real heavy change in weather when things are supposed to be clearing up and looking like this. Yet you had superstorms coming in. So this is the first time in Reading that it's actually been sunny. That's why I've been on the other side of town, because it's been raining ever since I've been doing videos, since the snow. And I came out here, I walked out here in the snow on foot. How many others are willing to do that? Thus the other bootleg camps. Now they ain't willing to do that. They willing to come out and teach, but they sure are the first to get on the comment boards, because that's all they can do. They're a wannabe. They're the $5 Israelites, quote unquote. Anyhow, and you can't even say that, because probably most of them are Edomites to begin with. Agents. Because once you join yourself under Esau, you may as well just call yourself an Edomite, a red Hebrew Edomite. So, nonetheless, though, the mirth of this place, the grinding is ceasing, as more and more layoffs, because the stores are closing, Payless Shoes was a big one. That's pretty much like losing Toys R Us in many ways, in the essence of how big it was, and Shopko being joined unto it, well, it's a major loss here, to where, you're only going to really see Target and Walmart, and Best Buy will still be around, for the most part, but you never know. But you're seeing all the retailers disappear, where pretty much, the only places you're going to really be able to shop is either Amazon, Target, or Walmart, because, of course, the Most High is taking all this, well, Donald J. Trump, he's the one that's putting it into Donald J. Trump and all the others to cause these things, because of course he in his pride of his heart said he would make America great again, and you can see that great Satan is being destroyed inside, from the inside, you know. And all these retailers are closing because why? Because of all these tariffs that Donald J. Trump had pretty much raised against China, against Moab. And so what do you think was going to be the end all result of it? Who's going to buy your merchandise, you know, if you're constantly, you know, getting imports? Because this place used to export, but now it's more of an import place, you know. So who's going to buy all that with all the tariffs, you know? So the mirth of this place is no longer. Even Harley Davidson, big time, you know, with the Eagle and all that. Nah, man, they weren't going to impose the tariffs on their buyers, so they moved shop. They moved shop to, I believe it was Singapore, or one of those places over there. Either that or it was Thailand. But nonetheless, though, no, man, their main place is no longer over here, you know, because of the leader, Make America Great Again. And so by being great, you know, means the enslavement and everything else, which is why he's pushing, you know, all these other things, and he spews off the rhetoric like he does. Because the Most High has put it in his heart to do these things anyways. So, you know, with all that going on, just give me a second here. I'm trying to bring up some scriptures. The display is not very good. All right, there it is. Slovak. Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 2. And it shall be as with the people, so with the priest, as with the servant, so with his master, as with the maid, and so with her mistress, as with the buyer, so with the seller, as with the lender, so with the borrower, as with the taker of usury, so with the giver of usury to him. You know, what's that talking about? It's talking about, you know, the financial collapse that's going on here in Babylon the great Satan. The land shall be utterly emptied and utterly spoiled, for the Most High has spoken this word. You know, and that's what you're seeing, you know, pretty much places closed down. I mean, you can take a look here. This place has been closed for a very long time. It's all boarded up. It's all fucked up. And, you know, there's just, there ain't too many places you could go to that ain't all fucked up, you know. Pretty much the mirth of this place has been fouled. The earth mourneth and fadeth away, and the word languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled on the inhabitants thereof. You know, pretty much, you know, that's why this place will come up in remembrance no more. This place has been fouled ever since Edom took over. They have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant, you know, and that's talking about 2/3 of our people, you know, that still want to worship Caesar Borgia, who want to worship Corpus Christos, you know, even though we come out here and we tell you that this is the devil, that this, you know, that you're worshiping the wrong image, that he's not a so-called red Hebrew Edomite, but he is in fact of dark skin, you know, having hair and feet white like wool, you know, his feet being burned like unrefined brass. Okay, all right, let's back that up. His hair is white like wool and feet like undefined brass, as if burned through a furnace, which does not match any of the descriptions of Cesare Borgia, you know, which is the image that everybody else wants to keep, or they just want to keep teaching in the name of Jesus Christ, which is not his real name. Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. And that's just it, though, is, you know, a lot of these places up here have been burned, you know, purposely, because the Most High set it up that way. The new wine mourneth, the wine languisheth, all the merry-hearted do sigh. The mirth of the tabrets ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice endeth, the joy of the harp ceaseth. They shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up that no man may come in. And that's what's happening, though, is that this place is getting shut up, man. You know, there's no more grinding here. There's nothing to really look forward to except the nuclear destruction, you know. a lot of people, man, they're committing suicide, addicted to drugs. And the reason why is, what hope is there? Oh, that all this will be shut down soon to become a FEMA camp? That's a funny thing is that, when it comes to the train that's nearby, always honks its horn because there might be some sort of red Hebrew Edomite trying to commit suicide on the track. So he honks the horn a lot. It's like, okay, you're trying to stop people from committing suicide, but yet you're going to put them in the FEMA camp later anyways, because they have no hope here. The hope has been destroyed. Yeah, they want to keep them alive just to put them in the FEMA camp. Doesn't make a lot of sense when they could just get it over with. But no, the train has to blow its whistle. It'll wake you up every time of the night, because people are committing suicide. There is no hope left here. This place has been fouled. The mirth of this place, the once was great, is no longer. The Golden City has ceased. And pretty much you can see the owls creeping in and all the other things because it's all dead. Death all around, And apple doesn't fall too far from the tree, man. These bankers, pretty much they're losing. They're losing big time, Their allies are turning against them because the Most High set it up this way. Taking a proverb against Egypt, against Basra, which is now the term for America. The Golden City, it's ceasing. All the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste, roughly paraphrasing. So, and another thing they're trying to shut down is we teaching this on the streets, because we're just telling the truth. We're just prophesying. We're foretelling what's about to happen because everything's in the Bible because we know how to read the Bible because Ruach HaKodesh is upon us to teach from it. We're just bringing out the scriptures to give you the meaning behind it, which these so-called churches won't even touch this area. They don't deal with biblical prophecy. They won't tell you about what's going on, how close the end of Esau Edom is. They don't even mention the word Esau Edom. Very seldom do they even mention it. And when they do, they'll tell you that Esau Edom was done away with a long time ago. No, it hasn't, man. Esau doesn't stick to home, so of course you go to ancient Petra, Mount Seir, and the Edomites aren't there. No, man, they're everywhere else. They do not stay to their own. They inhabit everything else. They come in, they insurgent, and they destroy the lands thereof. And they take everything. They don't leave any spoils whatsoever. They just take everything, just like they've done to Yemen, to Syria, to Iraq, to Libya. You can say Afghanistan, Pakistan, Vietnam. All these places have been destroyed. You can say South Korea too. It's just another puppet government set up by America, And North Korea is actually in negotiations with them to get them to just become Korea again. Which those are the Ammonites, that have been destroyed by Esau Edom. They take a proverb against them. And they do have allies because the weak are saying they're strong. Magog is being a guard down unto them. And Magog is also going to protect Venezuela from the U.S. intervention there. That's why, they're scared of this because of the fact that it's a power grab. They're going to try to grab that, but Russia will intercept. We can best believe, though, if they even think about attacking Cuba and Nicaragua, Russia will intercept at least the part of Cuba because, of course, they're part of the BRICS nations, Cuba very much has been strong with Russia, because the whore Babylon the Great had pretty much set up a coup d'etat a long time ago to try to overthrow Fidel Castro, but it had failed, and all this rhetoric built up. And their nightmares coming true, that they will have a war with Russia. And it's going to end in thermonuclear destruction. That's why you see a lot of, nuclear movies, and they talk about a nuclear holocaust. There was that show Jericho not too long ago where, some people within caused the destruction of America. And now you got the Russian choir singing "Burn America, Burn." And it's a great thing, knowing that the end is here for Esau Edom. That means that everything will be on earth as it is in heaven, meaning that we will have rulership very soon. We just got to stay very true to this to the very end. That is the elect of us, and the 2/3 will be spewed out, But most of all, though, we're going to keep on coming out and teaching. until we can no longer do this. For all that, I want to say, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shai, Bashim Rakal Kadash, Barak Death to America, death to you 2/3.